Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Stony Ridge Farm. Gosh, there's a bunch of you already in here. Thank you so much for joining us so quickly, so early in the live stream. I really appreciate you. I've been having technological difficulties with my doggone phone for the last 15 minutes. I've been trying to go live and I couldn't go live. We're going to go over in the cow pasture here in just a minute. I got to take some of this stuff off of this four-wheeler real quick so we can ride over there. I got all set up for today's video. Spoiler alert. You're going to get a spoiler alert here in a second. Oh, man. What a day. I've already seen people in here talking about what happened to the TYM tractor that wouldn't go get RPM. It wouldn't rev up. It went into limp mode. Well, what happened? Spoiler alert on some videos, by the way. Here's spoiler alert. Red Dog Backtrack hydraulic fluid filter changing tool. If you haven't seen it already, I got some Echo stuff here. I'm going to be doing some tool reviews here in the next day or so. These will be probably next week's Tool Tuesday videos. I have everything all set up so I could go shoot this video today. And I went over, I got a call from the tractor place and they said my tractor's ready. So I had to go get the tractor and it ate all of my day. It just ate my whole day. Any of you guys ever have that happen? It just chewed my day up totally. This is Echo brushless chainsaw. Check it out. We're going to be using it. I've got some trees down on the fence line way back on the back side of the farm, and I've got to get in there and get those cleaned up. Oh, we got a car battery here. Oh, goodness. And I swore I'd never, ever drive on my stamp textured concrete, but I have. So all you guys, just so you know, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube and on both YouTube channels. On the main YouTube channel, there's a link to Facebook and there's a link to the live stream channel, Cows and Coffee. If you're not following over there, please jump in and follow. We're doing live streams 4, 5, 6 days a week, 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week over there, especially on Facebook. The software that I use, I'll give you a little Stony Ridge drama. But the software that I use is really quirky, so it's hard for me to go live on all these different platforms at the same time. That's why I have just been doing Facebook here lately. So if you're not on Facebook, I'm sorry, but I don't know. You can ignore all the ads from Facebook. You can do all the things that you want to do and make Facebook something good versus something that, you might not like. I'll be honest, I'm not a real drama person when it comes to like family drama and stuff like that on Facebook. That's not my thing. By the way, a bunch of boxes on the back of the dump truck there. That's not really my thing. And it's probably not your thing either. But if you want to catch some live streams, you want to catch the real stuff that's going on, just like this here on the farm, almost every morning at 8 a.m., I'm live over there. So that's my spiel. We got a lot of people in here. Big T, the TYM, is sitting in the driveway right here. We're getting ready to see him. We're going to drive across the farm here. I'll just turn the camera around so you guys can see. We got to go over and check on the cows. They are ready to move, and I'm going to tell you right now, they are going to be very, very verbal when we get over there. Nice, beautiful North Carolina sunset. Like I said, Big T is back. I went and picked him up today. I had a little bit of a problem. You're going to have to stay tuned for the video. We'll tell you all about it, but I'll just tell you this. It's not TYM's fault. It was not the tractor's fault at all. So, good to see you guys. Jeff, Charlotte, everybody, as you come in the door, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you back, so please subscribe. And please, click those links down there. We got some deer. Hey, deer. This is every night on the farm. We got deer running everywhere. You see them sail over that fence? Every night. Are you guys overran with deer too? Kenny Powers is in the house. Frank, good to have you. Troy in the house. Melissa, awesome. Let's go check on some cows, guys, and then we're going to give you some farm updates of what's going on here. Oh, camera's got a mind of its own this afternoon. We did have some flooding from the torrential rainstorms here in North Carolina. Wasn't too bad here, but we did get a little over 5 inches of rain over about a day, which caused my garage to flood and my road to flood, but no washing out here in the pasture. What a pretty sunset. Check that out. Welcome to North Carolina farm country, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to have some fun today. We have to check the fence before we move the cows into a new section. And when we get up here, they're right over the hill. They're going to start mooing and carrying on and cutting up. So be sure you stick around. We're going to have some fun. Tell me where you guys are from. Looks like we got some Australians in the house. Got Kevin Langley in the house. Fixed a rust bucket. Good to have you. My head itched. I had to stop and scratch my head. Oh, the cows are all bunched up right here at the gate too. Those turds. How am I going to get through the gate with the camera going and the cows at the gate? This is going to be interesting. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Guys, we ain't moving this away. They're going to be so loud. Louisiana, Indiana. I'll be in Indiana pretty soon. Waco, Texas, home of... oh, no, wait. It's Plano, Texas. That's home of Lance Armstrong, not Waco. Waco, Texas, home of Waco, Texas. I like it. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to try to stick my magnet on here and hope it doesn't fall off. It keeps trying to fall off, so we're just going to open the gate and pray that Big Bud doesn't try to come through the gate. Big Bud, you're going to have to get back, Jack. I know. Get back. You got to get back. I got to get through the gate. You can't come. Oh, Dad's got to get through. Okay. Oh, this is how you tear stuff up. I told you they'd be pretty verbal. Oh, yeah, this is definitely how you tear stuff up. Guys, party's over. Party's over. Got to get back. There we go. Let's back them up a little bit. Let's get that four-wheeler forward and shut the gate. Don't stop. Now, they're ready to move. They were ready to move this morning, and I didn't move them. Shame on me. You kids ready to move? Huh? We're going to love on the cows here in just a second here. This is my friend Butthead. There was a mineral block right there, and now they're making it a mud hole. We got 20 acres out here to graze, and you guys are making mud holes. Shame on you. This is good, though. I can scoot through this gate down here. Now, look at this cow. If you're not about ready to have a baby, I don't know who is. You're about to pop. Good gracious. There's Tammy. Hey, Tammy girl. All right. Here we go. Look at them. They are ready. Load them up, move them out, rawhide. Hey! I got to get through this gate without them coming in, too. I got to move pretty quick. I got to open this and get through it quick before they come over. This is going to be interesting. Here we go. How many of you guys sing to yourself? I sing to myself all day long. Okay, there we go. We're safe. We won't get crushed. Okay. So we're gonna toss that over there. I'm gonna close that gate right there. So now the cows can't get in there. And we want to move them into here. But I got to double check my fence on the very back side. So let's ride over there and check it out. Welcome to farm living, folks. Beautiful North Carolina sunset. Look at that. Y'all don't know where we are. We're in north central North Carolina. We're about 5 minutes from the North Carolina-Virginia line near Martinsville, Virginia. That's where I grew up. Oh, I'm gonna fall down. Oh. I just fell down on the four-wheeler. That's pretty fun. So this gate I typically keep open down here, and I'm betting it's still open so the cows can get down there and get some shade, but they won't need shade tomorrow. I think we're going to be just fine. We're going to put them in here for 24 hours. Yep, I think we're going to be just fine. You know what? Yeah, let's just shut her down here for a second. Awesome. You're getting to see the real deal here. This is really what goes on the farm. This is a gate handle that I made out of a piece of pipe, and we're going to unravel this, and it's probably really electrified. Yeah, you hear that? I really should have turned off the electric fence. You know, I can do that. I have the power to do that. Let's ride up there and shut the electric fence off. I may need knee surgery after today. I just bashed my knee. Oh, poor little knee. I just bashed it. Look at my hands, man. This has been a day, really busy day. I've got to go shut that fence off before I get shocked. It's pretty powerful today. It's running on a car battery, which you guys might find interesting. All right. Let's go shut that fence off. Then we'll close that gap, and then we'll let the cows in, and then we'll talk. That's what's going to happen today. Lots of weeds in this pasture. You need to mow that pasture, says Dennis. Oh, daggone right I do, Dennis. I'm going to mow it with the cows. We're going to let the cows go in, clean it up, and then we'll knock down the tops of the weeds. We got the big mowing machines coming in here in just a minute. I need you guys to do some math for me on camera because I'm real bad at math on camera. So we have, oh, that did hurt my knee a little bit. We have, somebody's over here shooting. Hang on one second. Did you guys hear that? Let me just holler real quick. Somebody's back here. Okay. All right, buddy. Is that you, Spencer? Is that Spencer? All right. Okay, guys, get ready to laugh. I'm going to turn the camera around. What a beautiful sunset. I live in the country, man. This is the country. My neighbor's over here shooting his 9mm. He's got him a little range over there. I'm like, I don't want to. All right. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to get taken down on a live stream. That'd be kind of rough, wouldn't it? We got 43 likes and 300 people watching right now. What's the matter? You don't like the show? Okay, we're going to cruise down here and unravel that gate, turn the power back on. I did bash my knee pretty good there. I think I might have to put some adult beverage on that later. Fix her up. Man, what a pretty sunset we got. We're going to enjoy that sunset together. Thank you guys. As you come in, please stick around. Stay. This is real small farm America right here. All right. Let me unravel that and limp over here. Let's just set you guys down right here on the four-wheeler. No use in toting you around all over everywhere. You can watch me work. Okay. Make sure the thing's not going to shock me. You know, my neighbor over there on his shooting range and me back here on the four-wheeler still makes you a little bit nervous. I know he's a smart guy, but smart people hurt people too. Small town America. All good. Great neighbors. All my neighbors are just fantastic. All right. Just unraveling this. This took a bit to ravel up, and it's taken a bit to unravel. But I have to shut this gate so the cows can't get through. I think that's got it. There we go. Let's try that. Ooh, I really took a lick on that knee. I can't wait to be sore tomorrow. Let's break some of this off. There's my human weed whacker. Whew, I whacked that knee pretty good. Shame on you. Get back right. All right, 300 of you in here now, and 62 likes. We're getting there. Okay, let's go check on the cows and get these guys moved, get that fence turned back on. Now I'm going to expect you guys to do a head count as we let the cows into the new pasture right here. So I want a full head count when we start moving. Working on a shop organization while watching and listening at the same time. There you go, man. It's like a podcast. That's what a live stream really is a podcast. We'll get to talking a little bit more here in a second. Talk about the animals and what's going on. Kind of hang out with them a little bit. And they are bunched up, ready to move. Ready to move. Plenty of grass out here for them to eat. We got, like I said, about 5.5 inches of rain. When we get that much rain, boy, that sends the grass into a frenzy on this farm. It didn't used to, but it sure does now. Okay, let's just gently allow this knee to heal. There we go. Step over the fence, don't get shot. This is my little clip right here. Clip that on. There we go. Give her a good squeeze. You guys ready to move? This is a Honda Foreman 500. It's my go-to machine. I've got Rubicons, but I like the Foreman better. I prefer shifting gears myself. I bought the Rubicons. It's my former spouse didn't really shift gears so well, so we wanted to make sure she had a four-wheeler, but now she gone. So it's just me and you and the cows. Right, guys? Right? Get up! Come on! Woo! Come on! All right, I'm going to get you guys to give me a full head count here. Easiest way to do a head count is when they walk through the gate. So we're going to open this gate right here and let you guys do a full-on head count. I really did bash that knee. Look at that sunset. We're going to sit and enjoy that here in a second. That's just so pretty. I nailed my knee. That's pretty funny. I'm getting old. Injuries tend to last longer. All right, head count. You guys got to count them as they come through. We'll actually turn the camera this way so you get a little better view. Come on, girls. Come on. Woo! Come on. Come on. All right, I'm count 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I wonder what your head count was. What'd y'all get? Go, Tammy, go! What'd you get for a head count? I got to close this gate real quick. If you want more of this, again, if you're on the main YouTube channel right now, there's a link right down there in the video description to the Facebook page and to Cows and Coffee. There are much more live streams like this, like 5 days a week almost. In the mornings, 8 a.m., around 8 a.m., I get out here and we work the cows almost every day. So be sure you're following that if you want to. Don't miss anything. I know I get kind of caught up doing tool reviews and tractors and wrenching and stuff like that, wrenching on things. But I most certainly have a love for the animals here. That's why the farm is here. Oh, and all the rest of the stuff is what helps pay the bills. I mean, it does. And I love what I do. Okay, I'm gonna block this gate off. Cows, this is called no back fence. So, excuse me, this is called back fence. No back fence would be allowing them back into what they were just in just now. So that's no back fence. And we're gonna cruise through and check. I still got to check some more fences. I'll check them after the live stream. We're gonna go over here and hang out with the cows and get some pretty sunset in the background. I think that's the thing to do. And then we'll answer all your questions. So I'll scroll back through and we'll answer your questions. If I haven't gotten to them, hang tight. We're getting there. If anybody's doing super chats, thank you so much. If you've sent a super chat, I appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Got a $10,000 hay bill this year and a $6,000 lime bill. Got a $10,000 hay bill, not hay bale, and then a $6,000 lime bill because I've got to get these fields limed. We got to get the pH right. That's why you see so much broom straw and weeds out in here. But I think we got us a pretty North Carolina sunset right back there and some pretty cows to look at. We'll get this guy set up and we'll just chat with you guys and tell you what's been going on here on the farm. Well, those calves are grumpy, aren't they? Must be cramping. All right. I know I'd be grumpy if I was cramping. 45, 34, 34, way off. Way off. Troy, you're just throwing numbers, bro. Can't be doing that. This is real cow, real farming, real ranching. I counted 46. I think that's what it's supposed to be, is 46. We're going to get the numbers down to about 30 for the winter here pretty soon. So we don't overconsume all of our pastures and so we don't overconsume all of our hay. 2 eggs in the basket RV says, I don't like Facebook. Here's the deal with Facebook. Here's what and we are live on Facebook too. If you use it for something like this, I mean, I see nothing wrong with it. If you use it for something like this, if somebody you like or somebody you like to follow or you want to watch the live streams like that, I mean, you don't have to be involved in the drama, and there is drama. Goodness gracious, there's drama on Facebook sometimes. You know, some people don't agree with their politics. I think we live in such a divided political world right now where everybody just, they preach tolerance, and then when it comes down to it, they're not tolerant. What's wrong with that? I don't get that. Roger Widget says 51 cows. I think I counted 46. So it's probably 45, 46, or 47, I would think. But I was boop, 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 boop. Elite Les says Facebook can be used for good. Yeah, we set up homeschool in the community there. That's what Facebook does. And that's what Facebook has done. And we're not going to just sit here and jibber jabber about Facebook. But that's what Facebook kind of does for me, is it fosters this community that wants to see what's going on the farm. Not just what the cool tools are and the trucks and wrenches and building the Jeep and Bronco. And there's another truck up there. You guys, did you catch it when we were pulling out? Did you catch that truck? There's another one up there. We got a little, looks just like the $100 truck. So pretty soon you'll see down below there's some merch. You can buy a t-shirt if you want to. Support veteran farmers. Be proud to support a veteran farmer. Be proud to support veterans, for sure. So, you all good over there on the east side? On the east side. Oh, Philip's asking that. I think it doesn't matter what politics you vote for. We can all still lose. You got that right. Totally got that right. Or pH down rather than manure. So Roy says pH down rather than manure. So the pH of the soil here, when I took a soil test about I'm saying it's been 7 years ago. And I can look at it and tell you. I mean, a guy that lives on the land can look at it and tell you it's acidic. The soil's acidic. Our pH was 4 here on the farm. That is not conducive for growing high quality forage. We are correcting it. It is getting better, but it's just taking time, and we're going to have to lime. We're going to put 2 tons to the acre of lime out on these pastures. I'm just going to have to do it. This year, I've made some money on the farm. Like, this calf is really, you hear that one right over there walking? It's that guy right there, just bawling. Hey, bro. That's a young bull. You can hear in his voice he's a young bull. So anyway, I'm gonna have to lime the fields. I'm just gonna have to do it. It's gonna cost $6,000 to do it. $6,000 in the winter and $6,000 in the spring. We're making some money on the farm finally. I'm finally turning a tiny profit here on the Stony Ridge farm, which is awesome. Once we get the pastures just right, we'll be able to mow hay off of the land, and we'll be able to continue this cycle, and this place will be self-sustaining. And that's the whole goal with the farm. Totally. Lots of trolls on Facebook looking to cause trouble, says Pamela. The block button is the most magical button that we could ever experience. Just go block them, block them, block them. I bet you I block 30 people a day on Facebook. I just do, because if you're rude, if you're mean, if you're hateful, or if you're spamming, or if you're, hey, excuse me, pardon me for asking, but I noticed your profile, blah, blah, blah. I've tried to be your friend. That's just block those people. Get them out of there. It's just fake stuff. So it is. Okay, I'm going to scroll through here and try to find some questions. If you guys have any questions about the farm, let me tell you, we're going to have a little love life update too. Oh, a little love life update. Everybody likes that. Any news on shipping meat? Kenneth Powers. I have been in contact with a gentleman that is going to handle it all for me. What is wrong with this? Hey, you cramping up, bud? That cow is just fussy. What's the matter? Anyhow, I've got a guy. I'm working with him. We've got beef. What is wrong with that doofus? Should we go hug him? Do you think he needs a hug? Hey, you want some milk? I don't know why that cow's acting like that. Oh, somebody else will bump into him. There you go. You just needed a friend. That's what I do too. I sit at the house and moo all night. Okay, so anyhow, you will most certainly be updated as soon as we can get beef out. As soon as we can. And you will be the first one we decide that's little cheeseburger Larry right there. Let's see what we got going on. Is he gonna come over here and butt me? Because he's coming. Hey, bud, your testosterone getting the best of you? It's a young bull. Look at him. What's the matter with that guy? Hey, bud. You're too old to be crying. Mrs. Stony Ridge, round 3? No, Roy, thank you for the insult. Good job. You know better than that. Come on, man. Mrs. Stony Ridge, round 3. It would be round 16. Yeah, that's hurtful. No, I've started dating a beautiful young lady who's just very sweet, super nice. I'm really happy. And it's only been for a few weeks. So yeah, I'm happy. For the first time in a long time. And I've been quite unhappy with the scenario. When you're on a farm like this, you're on a large piece of property, and you're here all by yourself, and the only, I've got you guys to share it with, but you kind of want a family, don't you? So I've met a very nice young lady, and it's the first time I've ever considered like having a young lady come onto the channel. So as soon as it's appropriate, she's my friend right now. We're not engaged or anything like that. She's my friend, and It should be like that. And I agree with you, Michelle. Go slow. Absolutely. So, absolutely. I got you, Roy. I know I can take a joke, brother. It's not a big deal. You hurt my feelings. I'm like that cow. I'm going to run around the field and go, moo. uh, yeah, it is real though. It really is my real life. So sometimes it can sting a little bit. Got Chris Potter in the house. Jackie says, "Don't jinx it. Keep it under wraps." It's good. It's good. She's a very sweet and smart, just a good person. Just a good person. Wow, good people. Do you guys remember those? Just meeting a good person. Wow, no hangups. Nothing. I mean, nothing crazy. Nothing off the wall. I mean, yeah. Do you remember that? Meeting a good person. It's kind of cool. Um, Tracy G says you spend a lot of time alone. You need someone you can enjoy. I agree, Tracy. Pay them no mind, says Randy. P.S. I can tell you're truly happier just in the content and live videos. Philip the Wise. Dude, yeah. I'm happier. I'm enjoying the farm more. I've been so busy. I will tell you that. So busy. But I love being busy. It's just great. I just love being busy. So, looks like Kate's in the house. Pat Shirley says, very nice place you have. Just love it. My daughter has a small farm with horses. Awesome. Cool. I can't sit up straight. There we go. Sit up straight. Get your posture right here. I hope she's watching, says Pat. Oh, she might be watching there, Pat. Could be. So, let's give you some updates on the farm and what's going on here and what's going to go on in the next few weeks on the farm. I had the most wonderful experience in West Virginia this past weekend. I spoke at the West Virginia Homesteaders Conference. Homesteadish.com is the website. Guys, go to that next year. I really hope that they'll be there. There'll be some pictures that start flowing in from that. Got to hang out with people like the folks from Sheridan Park Farms, Joel Salatin, just so many wonderful people there that were speaking. It was countless people. The NRCS was there. Lots of government agencies that support farms were there. So it was really, really cool. Roy says, my mom had 5 husbands, got an ex-stepdad I never even met. Wow, brother. Richard says the backdrop of the farm is gorgeous. Yeah, we got a little sunset going on back here. So Crystal says, I think she is. Maybe. Anyway, how's the ponds and the fish? Fish and the ponds are doing good. We're doing a video on the fish and the ponds here pretty soon. I got sidetracked there. So talking about what's going on in the past couple weeks, I spoke at a homesteaders conference there in West Virginia. Gosh, what a great time. If you get a chance, homesteadish.com, go check it out. I'll remind you at the end of the video. Go check it out. That was such a great experience, and I think everybody that went there just had a heartwarming, wonderful experience. I don't think anybody was let down by that. And sometimes those homesteader conferences can get fairly commercialized. So this was not very commercialized. There weren't very many vendors. There were some guys with honey. I feel like the whole parking lot's going to be full. It was in a ginormous church. And my buddy from Red Tool House, Troy from Red Tool House, and his wife, and I'm spacing her name. Oh, so bad. Anyway, they were heading it all up. It was great. We ain't seen rain in the Northwest in over a month. Brian, my buddy from Gillette, Wyoming, was in yesterday, actually, and he said they finally got some storms out there, so maybe it's coming. Have you been fermenting the crock? Is it worth buying one? Oh, yeah, totally. Absolutely. In fact, when I did some fermenting with the crock, the company that makes the crock, Ohio Stoneware, reached out to me, and they're like, that was a great video that you did. So I was very proud of that. So yeah, totally worth it. Making your own sauerkraut, your own pickles like that, stuff like that, man. That's living right there. What grass blends are you growing? What comes up must mow down, right? So out here there's some fescue, Kentucky 32 fescue, Kentucky 31 fescue. We call it Kentucky 31 and a half, right? Who knows? There's a little bit of broom sedge that you see back here, and then there's some foxtail millet. There's some clover in here. There's some Cerisi lespedeza, and then there's more weeds on down the way. Hey, cutie. Hey, cow. So in the next few days, you're going to see some videos about how the hillbilly pond stocking videos coming out. You'll love that. I went in the creek, and well, I don't want to spoil it. We'll tell you about that. We'll have the tool review for the Echo. I've got a tree down on the fence down here. We're going to take some battery gear down there in the woods, and we're going to take the wood chipper down there. We're going to do some tool reviews and see if that thing's good. You know, battery technology's come a long way in the last few years, and I'm curious about it. Now, am I going to cut a whole load of firewood on one battery? No, I mean, that's just unrealistic, but I think it's pretty cool. John says, how's the garden doing? It's good. Still getting some late tomatoes and a lot of green peppers. And the green peppers will probably put out all the way through, all the way through into December until we get our first frost, October, November, December. So I've had some trespasser issues. We'll talk about that. I've had some folks come down here. The other night I came home and my neighbor texted me. And if you guys don't know, I recently lost a neighbor and friend down here on the end of my road. I'm not going to tell his name because I respect his privacy, but I try to look out for my neighbors. And I got a text late at night that somebody was down there parked in the turnaround. So I went down there and investigated, and I kind of got a little gruff with them. There's no reason for anybody to be down here, and what they're doing is, I hate to say this, but they're up to no good. I mean, I hate to say that, but they are. They are. And I remember when I was a kid going down quiet country roads like this, like with your girlfriend. When I was younger, like take your girlfriend down there, like Lover's Lane, kind of stuff, I guess. But this is not Lover's Lane activity. When I first bought the farm, people would come down here and park, and they would, for lack of better terms, we'll just say party. They'd be down here partying, and they would throw their party favors out the window of the car onto the ground, which could stab you in the foot. So I found a lot of party favors. So yeah, I had to go run them off. So maybe you covered this, but what's the word with your TYM? It's back, and there's a video coming out. I filmed the video. I just went and picked it up today. I am wore out. It took me to drive 60 miles, pick it up, and come back. It took me 7 hours. 7 hours. Oh, and you'll get the full story on that. So, Roy, I think you're barking up the right tree right there, buddy. Lots of vineyards popping up in Southside Virginia, something you may consider in the future. You know, it's like this. This vast expanse, this place, it's 150 acres. It's not that big, but I don't want anybody. I moved to the country to be pretty at peace with myself. I really don't want 1,000 drunk people walking around with glasses of wine in their hand. I just don't want it. I've developed a bit of a distaste for alcohol. I have. I'll be honest. Now I'll have a beer or two here and there, but I've developed a bit of a distaste for it. I like a winery. I love good food, and I love a good glass of red wine. Don't get me wrong, but I've seen the destructiveness that can come from alcohol, and have any of you guys ever experienced anything like that? Have you? Do you know anybody that like is uncontrolled in that world? It's just really tough to talk about for me. But anyway, yes, says Shirley. $5 super chat. What's that? Troy Jones sends a $5 super chat. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. You just bought a quarter of a bale of hay. You fed the cows for 3 hours in the winter. Yeah, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was married to one, says Bobby Brown. It's a disease, alcoholism, says Brian. You know, it's something that's good for everybody to talk about, I think. And it's odd. It's just odd. I don't want to get into a whole discussion about that, but it's just odd how it affects some people and it doesn't affect other people. And you know, it just is. I don't know. I grew up, you know, playing music and playing in bands and being in bars and having bartender friends and I grew up around that stuff, and it never occurred to me that it was something that you couldn't control. But for some folks, it is. So it's interesting. Look at the sunset back here. Wow. I'm going to put that off to the side a little bit. I'm trying not to block it. Let's see what we can do here. Get you guys a better view of that sunset. Look at that. That's beautiful. Too many to name, says Angie. It's wild. It really is. So anyhow, someone says don't drink. Planting a fall garden. Michelle, absolutely, Michelle. I was just talking about it last night with my new friend, and I want to plant some cabbage, some decorative cabbage up by the house, and some cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, all that stuff. So it's a coming for sure. No one intends to become an alcoholic when they take that first drink, says Pamela. I don't think that they have a choice, Pamela. I just don't think that there's a choice, honestly. We'll talk more about that sometime in the future. But yeah, that's something that I've kind of now again. I'm not going to say I'm never drinking a beer again because that'll be a lie. But yeah, I just think about it a little bit differently now. Can't wait to order some beef, says Kim. It's coming, and I promise you, it is coming. I've got a guy that already ships meat, and we're going to build out a web page, and you'll be able to go to stonyridgefarmer.com. And through the Patreon site, you'll be able to go in also, and Patreon members will get first dibs at it, and channel members here, and then we'll go from there. So, Midway Farms update on the tractor. It's back. You're a little late to the show, but it is back, and it's video's coming soon. Eric says my buddies get drunk and act like idiots. I think all of our buddies do. Sometimes I'm the idiot too, I guess. But it's interesting that just mentioning this has got so many people talking. Why are gamers marking things up so much? It's not like, what is that? John Wick says, why are gamers marking things up so much? It's not like seeds are costing so much. I don't know what gamers is. What are you talking about, bro? What's a gamer? Farmers? Is that what you're saying? It's not like seeds are costing so much more. Is that what you're saying? Why are farmers making... Do you understand the difference in the food that comes from Walmart and the food that comes from a farm like this? Do you understand the amount of labor and work and non-factory? The profit margin for Walmart is next to nothing. If you buy, I call it green label or blue label, you buy Walmart beef and you're buying hamburger for $4.99 or $5.99 or $6.99 a pound, they're making 10 cents a pound on that. A farm like this can't afford to make 10 cents per pound on it. That's just it. If you want to buy crap, go buy crap and pay cheap prices for it. If you want to buy good food, high quality, good nutrient, then you're going to have to pay a little bit more. I do agree. Some small farms, some small operations are absolutely outrageous. And I can promise you this, our beef here off the farm will not be that. It just won't be that. So that's a good point. Good point to make. Gas alone. Yeah, fuel. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to give you an example, today I went and picked that tractor up. Well, I spent $180 in fuel, and the bill for the tractor was $1,100.24. That's what it cost me to get my tractor fixed. Every time you take a tractor to get it worked on, it costs $1,000. It's $1,000. How many thousands of bucks do you think I'm recouping off of 46 cows here, right? So it takes time. It takes time, and it takes a lot more money to run a small farm like this and be profitable. Can you imagine picking squash all day long and loading it up on a trailer in a truck? So you got a 60, let's just say you're very frugal. You got a $25,000 truck with a $10,000 trailer, and you've got 40 acres of squash, and you spent all spring growing that squash, and you take it to the farmer's market, and at the end of the day, you walk out of the farmer's market on Saturday and you made $400. Man, that's the reality. That's the reality. Randall, you'll hear more about the tractor. Guys, everybody wants to know about that tractor. It was not a warranty item. It was a Josh problem. You're going to learn when that video pops out. Absolutely. Eric says 1 million subs is coming. You guys hit that share button. Beep, beep, beep. And hit that follow button and hit that little notification bell down there. And we will be to 1 million followers soon. So, absolutely. The sun is knocking it out of the park. It sure is. That is pretty back there. Man, it looks better on the screen than it does in person. Look at that. Let's raise that up. Nice. Well, guys, I want to take you around. If you have any questions about what's going on here, we're going to do a video about pawpaws. If you guys don't know about pawpaws, it's the largest native tropical fruit in North America. We're going to do a video about pawpaws very soon. We've got videos cleaning up fence lines. I got some fencing stuff coming up this weekend. I had a video to post this morning, but I decided to do a live stream with you guys instead. So we'll have some great content on Saturday. Are you liking the Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday? So it's Monday. No, yeah, it's Monday, Thursday, Saturday. You guys like those dates? What's the best time of day for you to watch these videos? Is this a great time to do live streams? Do you like this time of day for live streams? What's the status of the electric tractor market? I know where one is. I don't know, man. I don't know what the status of the electric tractor market is. I'm excited about, and me and Stanley Dirt Monkey talked about this the other day, hydrogen technology. I'm really excited about that. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys like this time of day. I'm going to try and get back on my Wednesday night live streams. Before I go, I want to give you the spiel. Again, there's links down there to the Cows and Coffee live stream channel and to Facebook. If you're on Facebook already and you want to see more of this farm content, we're riding around with the cows nearly every morning here for an hour. It's just about an hour, 8 a.m. You can turn it on, listen to it while you're around the house, or take a break at work, or whatever you want to do. So we're out here with the animals almost every day at 8 a.m. Doing this stuff. So Indiana bananas, paw, says Scott. That's awesome. Think it's a JCB hydrogen. Oh yeah. If I had 15 acres of good grass, how many head of cow would you recommend for 15 acres of good grass? 3. You can have 15 acres of good grass, man, but you're going to put a lot of pressure on them. You go putting 5 cows on there, you're going to put a lot of pressure on that land. So it's hard to graze that. So old Pecan Homestead said the same thing, but it depends on where you are. If you're in Wyoming, it takes 35 acres to keep up a cow. So left for a minute, it got dark. It's getting dark. Well, guys, I want to thank you all so very much. I appreciate you being here. Again, we're going to have a great video coming out this Saturday. I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow. I'm going to be out here working and rolling and filming and doing my thing, checking on the cows. At 8 a.m. tomorrow morning on Facebook, we'll be out here live, 8 a.m.-ish, between 8 and 8:30 typically, unless it's raining. So come and join us. I want to thank you guys so much. You are the reason why this farm is here. I want you to know that. You are the reason why this farm is here, and I just really thank you. Reach back there and pat yourself on the back. Without the content that I've created, And without having you guys enjoying the content, this farm would not be here. 1000%. This would not have been built. It would not be here without the motivation to produce great content for you too. So thank you. Angie says it would like to see more on mushrooms. We just got the rain, so the wild mushrooms are coming very, very soon. It might be tomorrow. I've been checking the woods every day after these rainstorms. So ice that knee, says Bill. I will, buddy. Thank you guys. Have a great day. We'll see you next time on the Stony Ridge Farm. Check you on Saturday morning. We'll have a great video for you. You're going to love it. Doing some fence work out here. Take care. Thank you so much. Woo!